Hello everybody, welcome to the Comic Game and Movie Show. My name is Deshaun and today I am here to review the Netflix original series, Beef. Now, I had heard something about this show, so I decided to give it a watch. It just came out on Netflix maybe a couple weeks ago, and I gotta tell you, right off the bat, this is one of the best shows this year. In my opinion, Beef is one of the best shows this year. Like, it is hilarious. And it is very tense, and it's tense, it's hilarious, it's sad, it's intense. Like, it's a very interesting show, and if I had to give you a description of it, it's really a dramedy. It's a dramedy, because it's a comedy, but it's very BoJack Horseman-esque, in the sense that, if you've ever seen the show BoJack Horseman, for the most part, it can be this over-the-top comedy. But every once in a blue moon, all the time, like something real would happen. There'd be a real discussion. There'd be a real emotional moment, or emotional sequence, an emotional episode, and you would just be like, "Fuck," you know? You kind of realize that and it's funny. The comedy's funny, but like when it's really emotional, when it's really intense, like it's like, man, this show, the two actors are like, they're just killing it, dude. Like, they are killing it, man. And like, cause Stephen Yang is in this also. Ali Wong, the comedian. They're the two leads of this, and they play these two people who got into just this road rage incident. Just this random road rage incident. Like Danny Cho and Amy Lee. Yeah, Amy and Danny. So they just got, like, at the beginning, right up top, like, they just got into this road rage incident where he started chasing her down and she started flipping him off, and they just had this incident. And that's where the beef started. And the show at its core is about anger issues. It's about mental issues. It's about the pressures of life. And how, depending on how you're raised, because both of the characters are Asian descent, and they're both they both came over here. Both the characters' parents are from overseas, and they came over here. And many people know this. Many people know that for the most part, anyone who, what's the word I'm looking for? If you're the child of an immigrant, if they're a child of someone who came from another country, you know that there's an expectation of you. There's a level of pressure for you to make your parents' efforts worth it. And that pressure can fuck with you in many different ways. How you are raised can fuck with you in many different ways. And it can fuck with your anger and how you handle it. This show is basically free advertisement for therapy, because it really shows, like, some people need it, dude. Like, some people ball shit up. I know, I've done it. Where you just ball shit up. You pretend like you don't feel it. You ball it up. It's inside of you, and it starts seeping in and affecting your mood, affecting your behavior, affecting how you act towards people, and it erodes you from the inside when you hold in that anger, when you hold in that frustration, when you hold in that all those negative emotions. And that's what this show really hits on, because while Amy and Steve seem kind of different. Oh, not Steve. Shit. I think his name. Hold up. Sorry, I'm terrible with names, people. I'm god awful with names. Danny. While Danny and Amy seem very different, because they come from different they come from the similar backgrounds, but they're at different statuses in their life. Instance, Danny is just trying to survive. He's trying to take care of his brother. There was an incident with his parents where they ended up losing their business, so now he had to go back overseas. So now he's been working his ass off, not only to take care of his brother, but to raise enough money to bring his parents back to the U.S., and the pressures of all that have affected him. He's doing all these odd jobs. He's trying his damnedest to stay, remotely positive and try to push forward. But it's a struggle. Meanwhile, you have Amy, who you would think who's completely the opposite. She's a business owner. She owns this art collection She owns this art collection. She has a quote-unquote perfect husband, a trophy husband. She has a child. She has a beautiful home. She's a millionaire. You would think that she would be happy. She would be ecstatic. But in fact, It doesn't, because success never truly fixes what's broken in you. And I don't want to spoil anything, but she has very similar issues that, ironically, Danny does. Even though they're at different statuses, Amy's this rich millionaire and Danny's just trying to get by. The thing that ails both of them, it's the same thing. This anger, this resentment, this feeling of lack thereof inside of both of them, even though they're at different statuses. And it is as if these two people cut from the same cloth ran into each other. And these two chaotic, angry people ran into each other. And their lives became intertwined. And the entire show, for the most part, is them fucking with each other in different degrees. And at first, it's funny. At first, it's funny. But then it starts to get darker. It starts to get, not like murder anyone dark, but it does start to get darker. It starts to get more out of control, more out of hand, the more they meet each other. And like, it becomes abundantly clear partway through the show, there are multiple times where they could both leave it be. They don't have to escalate it, but it's as if they need this. They became each other's outlet for all their anger and stuff. You know what I mean? And everyone probably knows how that feels when you have anger and rage, but you have something to put it on. You know, hopefully you're not putting all your anger and rage towards an actual person. Maybe you put it towards a show or this or that, you know, different things. But when they found an outlet for their anger, their rage, and everything that's broken in them, and they're just shoving it on each other. But in the meantime, them having this war is affecting all the people around them in their life. And like I say, it's a very, very fucking crazy show. It's a crazy show. It's very tense. You just want both of them to be okay. And you just want both of them to find a way out of this. You want the best for them. You want them to just drop this shit. You want them to get better. But they just keep souping down into it. And then, like I say, this show is, if you're looking for a nice show, I'm telling you, this is a great binge show. So check out Beef. It's kind of a dramedy because it's very funny at times, but there's some hardcore drama. It's a great message about therapy, mental stability, and anger issues, and just holding shit in, upgrowing, the pressures of being, an immigrant, the child of immigrants, and the pressures that come from that alone. It's a big message to the fact that there is no amount of success that can fix whatever's broken inside of you. Your depression ain't gonna get better with success. It just isn't. If you felt that way before, in fact, it might actually get worse. As in this show, then it might actually get worse because now the pressure's even more because of the level of money you're dealing with. And now everyone's expecting you to be this superstar. There's more eyes on you than there ever has been before. So this show's a 10 out of 10 for me. Beef is one of the best shows Netflix has made so far. Great show. I'm not going to spoil anything. That's why I really didn't get into too many specifics because I want you guys to check it out. But check out Beef on Netflix. It's a really good watch. Anyways, thank you guys for joining the Comic Game Movie Show. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.